Hi, hello everyone. Am I audible? Hi. Okay, SFM Fastrack classes are already available in our Bcca app. Okay, so you can go to our Bcca app and there you can purchase our SFM Fastrack classes. Madhu Dornala. Yes, hello. Back to Bcca. Yes. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Bcca. See, in yesterday's class we have started with simulation and we have discussed some basics, and coming to Monte Carlo simulation we have discussed one example and then we have solved some problems. Okay, so what are the most important questions in simulation chapter means okay, here they're asking in 2 attempts they have asked activity sequencing problems, so that's why that is one of the most important problem. Okay, we have to discuss the something like a petrol bunk problem and a doctor patient problem, which you might have learnt in sim interlevel also, but here again that model is again important. Okay, so December 24 question. So now these two questions is our target, sir. So go to our workbook. Simulation chapter. Demand forecasting, receipts and payments, sales, doctor patient problem. See, so come to the page number 10.14 in our workbook. So question number 7, activity sequencing problem, petrol bunk problem. Okay, so first of all, please read this question once. Read this question number 7, page number 10.14 in our SCM workbook. Okay, we will solve this problem step by step. Hi Srinath Sri, good evening. Prashant, hi Prashant. Srinivasan, good evening. Okay, good evening all of you. Done? Yes, see. So, after observing heavy congestion of customers for a period of time in a petrol station, Mr. Petro has decided to set up a petrol pump facility on his farm. Okay, Mr. Petro has observed that okay, heavy customer congestion is there in a nearby petrol pump, so that's why he has started his own petrol. Okay, he has compiled statistics relating to potential customer arrival pattern and service pattern as given below. He has also decided to evaluate the operations by using the simulation technique. Okay, see here arrivals, inter arrival time and their respective probability. Okay, what is inter arrival time, sir? Okay, time gap between two customer arrivals is the inter arrival time. So next one, service time. Okay, how much time a customer will get service, that is service time. Okay, so here they have given clearly, so inter arrival time and probabilities, service time and probabilities. Assume the clock starts at 8 a.m. Okay, only one pump is set up. Okay, one petrol pump is there. Following 12 random numbers are to be assumed to depict the customer arrival pattern. Okay, 12 random numbers for customer arrival pattern as well as 12 random numbers for service pattern. So clearly we have two series of random numbers. Whenever there are two series of random numbers means we have to write two series of random number range. Okay, so our first step is common step only. Okay, so step 1, calculation of random number range, creating random number range. Okay, for two series, entry arrival time and probability. By using this information we have to write one range, and by using this information another range, two series of range. Then by using this time, sorry, random number elements and everything, we have to estimate the entry arrival time and expected service time. Okay, then you are required to find out the probability of pump being idle. Okay, so pump idle time they are asking, sir. Next one, average time spent by a customer waiting in the queue. Okay, this is what we have to calculate, sir. Now see, what is customer waiting time? So how can we calculate the customer waiting time? Okay, customer waiting time means, let's say for example, question number 7. Customer waiting time means, let's say for example, customer entered into the queue at let's say 8 a.m, sir. 8 a.m. Okay, so if he got the service, so if the service provider started giving his service at 8:10, that means for this 10 minutes he has to wait. Okay, this is entry time into the queue. Entry time into the queue. This is service start time. Service start time. Okay, the difference between entry time into the queue and service start time, this is called customer waiting time, sir. Next one, idle time. Okay, so if we know the, so let's say for example, for first customer service start time, let's say service end time is 8:20. Okay, if we add service time means to the service start time, if we add service time, we will get service end time. Let's say for the next customer, service has started at 8:25. Okay, so for previous customer, service ended at 8:20. Next customer service started at 8:25. So for this 5 minutes pump idle time only. Okay, so for pump idle time, what we have to do is like, so first customer, previous customer service end time, current customer service start time. The difference between end time of previous customer and current customer service start time is pump idle time, sir. Okay, so that means to calculate customer waiting time and pump idle time, we need three time estimates. That is, so first one, entry time into the queue. First one, entry time into the queue, service start time, service end time. these three timings we need to calculate first of all, then based on these three timings we can estimate. Okay, so waiting time, customer waiting time, and pump idle times. Okay, so first of all, how to write this entry time into the queue? Okay, so for that we need to estimate based on inter arrival time we can write entry time into the queue. Okay, so for that first of all, so general problem only, step 1, using random, so given information, probabilities and everything, we have to write the two series of range for customer inter arrival time and service time. Okay, so take step number 1. Step 1, random number range creation. Here we have two series of random numbers, that's why we have to calculate two series of range. So first one is random number range for inter arrival time. Okay, range for inter arrival time, inter arrival time. Range for inter arrival time. So given inter arrival times and probabilities 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 probabilities. Okay, inter arrival time, IIT means inter arrival time 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 also there. Okay, next one, probabilities, directly they have given probabilities, not frequencies. Okay, so probability for first one 0.22, next one 0.30, next one 0.24, 0.14, 0.10. Okay, so next we have to write cumulative probabilities. Cumulative probabilities. Okay, cumulative probability means top to down add all the probabilities. 0.22 plus 0.30, that means 0.52, plus 0.24, that means 0.76, add 14, 0.90. Okay, 1.00 cumulative probability. Now we have to write what? Range. Okay, range. To write random number range, so for first class interval start with 00. Okay, so here we have the cumulative probability 22, so that's why end with 21. Okay, from 1 to 21, 21 numbers, 00, total 22 numbers. As we have for this inter-arrival time decision variable 2, we are having probability 22, that's why we have assigned 22 numbers for that particular decision variable. See, next one. So here we have ended with 21 now. So then start with 22 to end with here we have 52, 51. Next start with 52 and with 75. Next one start with here we have ended with 75. So start with 76 and with 89. Here start with 90 and with 99. Check here also from 91 to 99, 9 numbers, 90, 10 numbers. Okay, probability is 10 here. Okay, next one, random number range for service time. Random number range for service time. See, so first of all write service time, respective probabilities, cumulative probabilities, and then write the range. Okay, so here service times are given in the question 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. Probabilities are, what are the probabilities are? 0.28, 0.28, 0.40, 0.22, 0.10. Okay, cumulative probability. Add all the probabilities from top to bottom. So then we will get 0.28 plus 0.40, 0.60 plus 22, 0.8, sorry, 68, 0.90 here, then 1.00 to write the range. Okay, so for first decision variable 4, start with 00 and with here we have 28 probability now, so that's why and with 27. Next one, start with 28, here we have 68, so and with 67. Next, start with 68, here we have 90, that means and with 89. Start with 90 here and with 99. Okay. So clearly we have written random number range for inter time, so inter arrival time and for service time also. Okay. See, now next one, calculation of our target is to calculate idle time, pump idle time, customer waiting time. For customer waiting time, we need entry time into the queue, service start time. For waiting time, start time, end time. Okay, all these times for all the customers. Okay, see, now step 2, so calculation of pump idle time, comma customer waiting time. Okay, so for that, first of all, write random number for inter arrival time, random number for inter arrival time. So then by using these random numbers, we can expect inter arrival time, expected inter arrival time. Okay, so tell me the random numbers for inter arrival time. 78, 26, 94. Okay, 78, 26, 94, 08, 46, 63, 18, 18, 18, 35, 59, so 12, 97, 82. Okay, here we have random numbers for inter arrival time. Now, so check this random numbers in random number range. Okay, random number for inter arrival time, first one is 78. This 78 falls under this fourth class interval, that means inter arrival time is 8. Like that, we have to estimate all the inter arrival times. Here 8. For 26, it falls under second class interval, that is 4. Next one, so 94 last class interval 10. For 08, that is 4. 4 or 2? 2, 2 only, sorry, it is 2, sorry, what is that? 94, here 10, here we have 2. For 46, that is 4. Okay, 63, for 63, 6. For 18, 2. Okay, 35, 4. For 59, it falls under third class interval, 6. Okay, so for 12, it is 2 only. For 97, it is 10. For 82, it is 8. Okay, so we have written random number for inter arrival time and expected inter arrival times also we have written, sir. Now let us write the random number for service time and expected service time also directly. random number for service time and expected service times. Okay, so random numbers given in the question are 40, 44, 1 minute. Okay, see, oh, 44, 21, 73, 96, 63, 35, 57, 31, 84, 24, 05, 37. Okay, next one. Expected service times. Okay, so first of all, what is our first random number? 44. Such this 44 in this range. So this 44 falls under second class interval. That means the decision variable at this value is 6. Okay, service time is 6. Next, for 21, it falls under first class interval. Okay, the decision variable for this class interval is 4. Okay, 4. Next, 73, it falls under third class interval 8. Okay, 96, last one 10, 63, 6, 35, 35 again 6, 57, 6, 31, 31 also 6. Okay, 84, 84, 8, 24, 405, 4, last one the 6. Okay, now we have, based on the random numbers, we have estimated enter arrival time as well as service time. Okay, so till this point the simulation problem is same like other problems only. Okay, so writing range and then using random numbers, estimating the values. Now to calculate customer waiting time, what we need, sir? Time into the queue. Now let us write the entry time into the queue. Entry time. Entry time into queue. Okay, so they have opened the petrol bunk at clock starts at 8. So that means they, so assume like they have opened the petrol bunk at 8 a.m. 8:00 a.m. So then, okay, so they have opened the petrol bunk at 8 a.m. Okay, after opening petrol bunk, so first customer arrived at inter-arrival time is 8. That means he has entered into the queue at 8 minutes. Okay, so next entry time is, second customer entry time is 4. That means, okay, so first customer entered at 8, so inter-arrival time is 4. That means 8 plus 4, 12. Second customer entered into the queue at 8, 12. Next customer, 12 plus 10, 8, 22. Okay, so next customer entered at, so after inter-arrival time is 2. That means 22 plus 2, 8, 24. Okay, so interval time means the time gap between two arrivals, right? So that's why we have to add this timings. 24 plus 4, 28, 8, 28. Next one plus 6, 8, 34 plus 2, 8, 40. Sorry, 8, 36 plus 4, 8, 40 plus 6, 8, 46 plus 2, 8, 48 plus 10, 8, 50 plus 8, 8, 58. Okay, so plus 8, it gives us 8:58 plus 8 minutes, that means 9 o'clock 06 minutes. Okay, this is entry time. Now we have to write service start time and service end time. Start time, end time. Service start time and service end time. Then we have to calculate what, sir? Customer waiting time and idle time. For that, let us take two columns: customer waiting time, customer waiting time, and pump idle time. Okay, so service start time. So see, first customer entered into the queue at 8:08, sir. At the time, pump is free only. That means immediately they can start the service. So that means service start time is 8:08. Okay. So what is the service time? 6 minutes is service time. That means okay, first customer entered at 8:08. Immediately he got started the service. Okay. Then so 6 minutes for service time. 8:08 plus 6, that means 8:14. So next, any customer waiting time, customer entered at 08, so service started at immediately. That means 0 waiting time. Idle time, yes, petrol pump started at 8 o'clock, but first service started at 8:08 only. That means 8 minutes is the idle time, pump idle time. Okay. Next one, for next customer, he has entered into the queue at 8:12. At this point of time, pump is busy with so previous customer. That means previous customer service end time. After ending his service only, this pump can start the giving service for the next customer. That means second customer service start time will be entry time or previous customer service end time, whichever is later. Okay, higher or later. That means his service will start at 8:14. Got it, sir? Okay. So his service will end at 4 minutes. That means 8:18. Okay. Pump. So customer waiting time. Any waiting time is there? He entered into the queue 8:12. Started service started at 8:14. 2 minutes waiting time. Okay. Any idle time? Previous customer service ended at 8:14. Next customer service immediately started. That means 0 idle time. Okay. So next one. Next customer, third customer entered into the queue 8:22. Okay, so for previous customer service ended at 8:18 only. So by 8:18 pump will be free only, vacant. Okay, so that means this for this customer at 8:22 pump is free only, no. So that's why immediately for this customer service will be started immediately 8:22. Okay, so add service time 8, service will end at 8:30. Okay, now check, customer entered at 22, service started at 22. That means 0 waiting time. Any idle time? Previous customer service ended at 8:18, next customer started at 8:22. That means okay, so 4 minutes is the idle time. For next customer, he entered into the queue at 8:24. For previous customer service ended at 8:30. Okay, so by the time he entered into the queue, pump is busy with the previous customer. That means he cannot get the service immediately. His service will be started only at after 8:30. That means that will be started at 8:30. Service for 10 minutes. That means service end time is 8:40. Check, he entered into the queue 8:24. Service ended at 30. 6 minutes is the waiting time. Okay, any idle time? Previous service ended at 8:30, next service started at 8:30. That means 0 idle time. For next customer 8:28. So at that time pump is busy with the previous customer. Okay, that means service will be started at 8:46. Add 6, 8:46. Okay, so idle time 0 idle time. Customer waiting time from 28 to 40. That means 12 minutes is the customer waiting time. Next customer entered at 8:34. Previous service ended at 8:46. That means 8:46 is service start time. Okay, 6 minutes service. That means 8:52, right? Okay, so any waiting time means 34 to 46. Again, 12 minutes is the service, so customer waiting time. So idle time is 0. Got it, sir? Any doubts? Like that, okay, write the start time, end time, waiting time and idle time for all the customers. So those who are watching live, so please comment, are you able to understand this one or not? Okay, if you are getting doubts means, okay, once again for remaining parts also I will explain. Okay, or else try to write for remaining customers start time, end time, customer waiting time and idle time. Okay, so practice this question, take your books, papers, pens, also calculate, so take your calculators. Okay, start doing this problem, just practice that problem, sir. Similar kind of questions only being asked in previous examination. Okay, similar kind of same kind of questions will be asked in the examination. Okay, for previous two attempts, that means June 24 and December 23 attempts, okay, this question has been asked. Okay, Prashant. Yes, sir, that is printing mistake only. Okay, correct that as 34 instead of 34, write 24, sir. Yes, previously we have identified that mistake. Okay, please correct this one. This is not 34, 24 only. All of you, please practice this question. Okay, so complete the remaining problem. I am giving you time to practice. That means you don't need to go home and practice all these questions. In the class itself, it's your preparation as well as practice. Hi Ramakrishna sir, how much time we should allocate for each problem in exam to solve? Each question has two parts, part A and part B. So generally for each question, for 14 mark question you have to spend 30 minutes. For 7 mark question it is 15 minutes. Okay, for MCQs half an hour. Okay, then for each problem, so for each question, if question 2, 14 marks, for that you have to spend half an hour. Part A 15 minutes, part B 15 minutes. So in that pattern only we can write, sir. Or else you can calculate the timings for 100 marks question, but you have to write 100 marks question. Time allocated is 180 minutes. Okay, 180 divided by 100, that means 1.8 minutes for each question. Okay, if that is 7 mark question means 7 into 1.8. Completed, sir. Those who are watching live, please comment. Have you guys completed this question or not? Okay, are you clear with this or not? Okay, please comment, all of you. Done? Okay. See, here in the question they are asking average time spent by customer waiting in the queue, not total time, average time. So to calculate average, what we have to do, sir? So add total of waiting times. Okay, make a total of total waiting times. How much it is? 140 is total waiting time. And okay, so total idle time is 12. Okay, so they are asking in the question, they are asking average time spent by the customer waiting in the queue. Total, how many number of customers, sir? 12 customers. In total, 12 customers has waited for 140 minutes. That means per customer, 140 divided by 12. That is equal to how much? 11.67 minutes. Okay, next point. Next point. So probability of pump being idle for the first customer. So petrol pump has opened at 8 o'clock, sir. Total operating time. Okay, so petrol bunk opened at 8 a.m. For last customer, they have ended their last service at 9:26. Okay, so that means they have operated the petrol bunk from 8 a.m. to 9:26. That means how many minutes? 86 minutes. In total, 86 minutes. Out of this 86 minutes, the pump has been idle has been in idle for 12 minutes. That means what is the probability of idle time? Means 12 divided by 86. Okay, in out of 86 minutes operating time, pump has been idle for 12 minutes. 12 divided by 86 into 100, we will get 0.1395 percentage, or else 13.95 percentage of time is idle. That is nothing but probability. Okay, guys. So now we shall solve the problem which was given in previous attempt, December 24 attempt. Similar kind of questions are there in our workbook, but I want to solve this question only. So question number 6b. December 24 attempt question 6b. This exact question was not there in our workbook. Okay, so that's why. Okay, read this question once. If you have mobiles, okay, open December 24 attempt question paper. Question number 6b, sir. Okay, you can see this question on the screen. Please read this question, guys. Okay, we shall solve this question, then we can move to the other chapter, next chapter. Done. Okay, see, a bakery bakes bakery 100 cakes per day. The sale of cakes depends upon demand, which has the following distribution. Okay, what a rhyming. Bakery bakes 100 cakes per day. The sale of cakes depends upon demand, which has the following distribution. The sale of cakes 97, 98, 99, 100, 102, 103. So, respective probability they have given, sir. Okay, if you check in the question, they have given one series of random numbers only. That means we have to write random number range for, okay, sale of cakes, nothing but sales estimation. Okay, there is no carryover of inventory. That means so whatever the units produced, that will be sold, that should be sold on the day itself. Any closing stock left with means that would be will not be having any value. Okay, that has to be scrapped only. No carryover of inventory. The following details are given. Variable production cost per cake is 14 rupees. Selling price per cake is 18 rupees. Yes. Okay. So no carryover of inventory. Variable production cost per cake is 14 and selling price per cake is 18. Okay. So penalty attracted per unsold cake is 3 rupees. Penalty attracted per unit of demand not met is, okay. So simulate the simulate and assess profit and loss for the next 10 days using the above random numbers. That means we have to estimate. So see, for next 10 days we have to estimate the sales, sir. Expected sales. Okay, so for each day they will produce 100 cakes. Okay, so let's say for example first day expected sales is 99 units, sir. Okay, what is the supply on the day? 100 units. For each day they will be producing 100 units. Okay, so sales, okay, to get the profit what we have to calculate? Sales 99 into 18. Okay, cost of production 100 into 14. Okay, sales minus this cost. Along with this we have, so penalty attracted for unsold cake. Okay, here we have produced 100 cakes but only 99 units are sold. That means for that one unit left with will be having penalty of 3 rupees. Okay, so that means minus 1 into 3. Sales minus cost, production cost, variable cost minus penalties. Okay, revenue minus variable cost minus penalty cost. Okay, if the unit sold, unsold means 3 rupees. Okay, penalty attracted per unit demand not met. Sales means demand here. Okay, let's say for example second day expected sales demand is 103, but we will be having production 100 units only. Okay, we can sell all the supply of 100 units, we cannot sell, right? Penalty 1 rupee for each 3 units. For 3 units demand cannot be met, right? So that's why for each 3 units, each unit of 3, 1 rupee is the cost. That is the penalty. Sales value minus cost, variable cost minus this penalty. Okay, so for this let us take the columns random numbers. Okay, first of all we have to write a random number range in step 2. So expected sales and supply column. Next actual sales, expected demand. So this becomes our expected demand only. Demand supply, actual sales. Okay, so by using the actual sales numbers calculate total revenue. Okay, production cost is constant only. Daily variable cost constant only. Daily they are producing 100 units. Each unit into production cost 14 variable cost. Okay, that means 1400. Okay, each day variable cost 1400 only. Okay, so along with this we have to calculate the penalty. Based on that penalty, so revenue value minus cost 1400 variable cost minus, if any penalty is there means, okay, penalty. Okay, then we will get the profit. Okay, so start solving this problem, sir. Right along with me. Okay, step number 1, random number range creation. Step 1. Wow, nice, Nana. Okay, so for that we have first column sale demand, demand or decision variables 97, 98, 99. Decision variables, that is nothing but sales value 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, directly 102, 102, 103, 101 is not there. Wow, okay. So next one, probability values. Directly they have given probabilities 0.10, 0.10, 0.15, 0.20, 0.35, 0.35, 0.15, 0.05, 0.35, 0.15, 0.05. Okay, so you can write the cumulative probability. So add all the probabilities from top to bottom. 0.10 plus 0.15, 0.10, 0.25 plus 0.20, 0.45 plus 0.35, 0.80, 0.95, 1.00. Wow. Okay, next one, range. Range 00 to 09, 102 to 4, 25 to 44, 45 to 79, 80 to 94, 95 to 99. Directly I have written this range, sir. Hope you all have some how to write this range and everything. So that's why after solving all these questions, I have written directly. Okay. Okay. Step 2. Step 2 is what, sir? Step 2, simulation worksheet as well as profit calculation. Profit calculation. Simulation worksheet and profit calculation, sir. So first of all, take random numbers. How many random numbers given in the question? 10 random numbers. First of all, write that random number 09, 98, 64. Random numbers 09, 98, 64, 09, 98, 64, 98, 94, 01, 98, 94, 01, 78, 10, 59, 78, 10, 15, 19, yes, 19. Okay, so using these random numbers, we can expect the future demand. Okay, future demand only. Expected demand is Okay, so what is our first random number? 09. It falls under first class interval. That means expected demand is 97. 98 falls under last class interval, 103. 64 falls under, for 64 it is 100. 98 again 103. 94 102. For 01 97. For 78 100. For 10 98. For 15 98. For 19 98. 98. 98. Okay, so next. Okay, so for calculation and the supply on each day. Each day supply is 100 units only. Supply for each day they will be producing 100 units. 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100. Okay. Okay, now let us write actual sales quantity, sir. Actual sales quantity. Actual sales would be, okay, so actual sales, and we have to write here they have penalties. Penalty attracted for unsold unit cake. Okay, unsold units are demand not met. Let us take two columns. Unsold units, unsold, unsold. Okay, when we will have unsold units, sir, if our supply is greater than demand, means we will be having closing stock, unsold units. Okay, okay, when demand will not be met, sir, that means demand not met. Demand not met means if the demand is greater than supply, more than 100, then demand not met units will be there. Okay, let us write the sales, actual sales. So first one, see, we have supply 100 units, demand 97 units. How many units we can sell? 97 units only. Okay. Second one, 100 and 103. How many units? 100 only. 100, 100, 100, 97, 100, 98, 98, 98. Okay, see here, unsold units. We have produced 100 and sold 97 only. That means 3 units will be left as unsold. 3 unsold units. Next one, okay, we have produced 100 and unsold, sorry, sold 100, but demand not met units will be there, sir. Demand not met 3 units. Okay, demand is 103, but we sold 100 only. For 3 units, demand was not met. Produced 100, sold 100. No. Okay, produced 100, so demand is 103. Sold 100. So unsold units are not there. There will be not unsatisfied demand for 3 units. Okay, so produced 100 units, demand for 1 or 2. Okay, you can sell 100 means unsold units won't be there, but for 2 units, unsatisfied demand will be there. Okay, produced 100 units, but sold 97 only. Unsold 3, not satisfied demand will not be there. Okay, so 100, 100, 100. Okay, so produced 100, sold 98 only. 2 units unsold, unsatisfied demand was not there. Okay, again, this is also 98, 2 dash 2 dash. Okay, here we have to calculate what's our total profit for each day. For each day. Okay. For unsold unit, what will be the penalty? Penalty for unsold units is 3 rupees. For demand not met, it is 1 rupee. Okay, so sales value 18 rupees. Okay, sold units into, okay, to calculate directly we can calculate the profit, sir, or else we have to take sales, cost of production, penalties. Okay, instead of taking all those columns directly we can write like so profit. How to calculate that profit means sales units into 18 minus daily production cost. We are producing 100 units only, for each unit variable cost 14, that means cost 1400 minus unsold units into 3, unsold units into 3 minus demand not met units into 1. Okay, so that gives us profit, sir. Take profit column, write this. Okay, so we don't need to write this equation and everything. Okay, for understanding only I have written there. Okay, so how to calculate profit means sales into sales 97 into 18, how much? 97 into 18 minus 1400 minus 3 into 3, 9, minus 9, 3, 337 profit. Okay, how can we get that profit means profit is equal to sold units as sold units multiplied with revenue per each unit 18, selling price per each unit minus. Okay, so daily production is 100 units and for each unit variable cost 14, that means cost of goods produced 1400 minus. Okay, so unsold units, for each unsold units 3 rupees penalty, for now unsatisfied demand 1 rupee is the penalty. Okay, this is how we can calculate the profit. Okay, for first one it is 337. Okay, so for second one, okay, we have sold 100 units, 100 into 18, 1800 minus 1400, 400 gross profit. From that minus 3, 397, 397. Okay, so second, third one, for third customer, we have we have produced 100 units and sold 100 units, 400 profits, no penalty is there, 400. Okay, here we have produced 100, sold 100. Okay, 1800 minus 1400, 400 gross profit, we have penalty 3, that means 397. Okay, next one, produced 100, sold 100, 400 gross profit, from that minus 2, 398. Okay, 97 into 18. Okay, we have already calculated. So for first customer, for first one, 337. For first day, we have calculated the same thing only, no? Okay, next one, 100, 100, 100. 400 is the profit. 98 means 98 into 18 minus 1400 minus 3 into 2, 6. Penalty subtracted 6 rupees. Okay, 3, 358. Okay, for these 3 days, for last 3 days, 98 only the demand. 358, 358, 358. Okay, how I calculated this profit means, okay, sold units are there, sales units. For each sold unit, we are getting 80 rupees profit. And so daily production cost, we have produced 100 units. Okay, so for closing stock, we are not having any value, no. So that's why I have subtracted cost of production, all the production cost. Okay, if closing stock is there means we have to subtract cost on sold units only. Tenth one, the last three same. Okay, here we have 98. 98 units sold into 18 rupees minus 1400 cost of production. Okay, so 2 into 3 rupees, that means minus 6. How much, amma? 358. Got it, sir? Any doubts? Ramakrishna, Prashant, Madhu, Srinath. This is recent December 24 attempt question, sir. Question number 6B, compulsory from simulation only. Okay. Now, with this we have completed simulation, sir. Okay. So if you want to solve more problems, means in our workbook there are plenty of problems, we can solve those questions. Okay. So now, so before entering into the network analysis, let us take a 15 minutes break, sir. Okay, I will start at 9:32, sorry, 7:32, 9 o'clock, 1.5 hour class. Okay, live will be continued like this only. Break. No break, sir. Huh? Okay. Break. Okay, 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 okay. Break. Got it, got it. Break 7:18 to 7:30. Next class. Okay, clear? Hi, Dark Pro, YT Gaming, hi, Kasim Kasi, yeah, hi, hi. Shall we start? Hi, guys, are you there? Yes. Shall we start? How is the Josh? See, our next chapter is network analysis, highest weightage chapter, sir, from DM. In previous 3 or 4 attempts, they are asking 14 mark question plus 1 MCQ, 2 marks MCQ. That means the total weightage of this chapter is 16 marks. Okay. In previous 2 attempts, that means December 23 attempt and in June 24 attempt, they have asked a question from program evaluation review technique. Program evaluation review technique. In December 24 attempt, crashing CPM question has been asked in the examination, sir. Okay. These 3 questions are for 14 marks. Now in June 25 attempt NQP, they have asked some basic network diagram question. Network diagram question for 7 marks. Okay, that means we can expect at least 7 mark question or else 14 mark question from network analysis chapter. Okay, generally this kind of network diagram drawing questions will be asked for CMA interlevel only, interlevel questions. But you are final level guys. Okay, you are talented kids now. So that's why, okay, we have to prepare all the concepts from this chapter. Okay, anyway, I will be discussing all the concepts. Yeah. See. So why this network analysis? What is project management means? Okay, this network analysis and this chapter completely discuss about project management, sir. First of all, let us try to understand what is the difference between product and project. Project. Okay, product means a product which starts with P, ends with T. Projects also project which starts with P, ends with T. Okay, here we have pro, here also we have pro. Here it ends with CT, here also ends with CT. The difference is DU, JE. Not like that, sir. But the difference is like product is a small product, is huge project. So product takes from resource and time point of view. Okay, product takes so minimum less raw material. Project takes huge raw materials. Let us assume a project has a huge construction project like Polvaram project, Kaleswaram project. These projects need raw materials, huge tons of cement, huge tons of sand and everything. Okay, so project consumes huge raw material, product consumes less raw material. So coming to labor hours, less labor hours needed to produce a product, but for product huge requirement will be there. For machine hours, less machine hours, huge machine hours. From capital point of view, capital or money point of view, it needs less investment, it needs huge investment. Finally, from time point of view, product takes less time, project takes huge time. Sometimes this will be taking decades also, more than 10 years. Okay, so I think Polvaram project has been started in 2000 or before that only, but still now it has been in construction only. Okay. See, as projects are taking huge time and huge resources, we have to manage and control these projects, sir. We have to manage and control these projects. If you don't manage these projects, okay, if you don't manage and control these projects, cost overrun will happen, sir. Cost overrun means, okay, so we plan some budgets at the beginning of the projects, but by the end of the time, budgets will be doubled, tripled, something like cost overrun will happen. Okay, so to avoid that cost overrun, we have to manage and control the projects. Okay, so to manage and control the projects, here we have basically we have 3 techniques, sir. So first one is capital budgeting we have discussed in, okay, you might have in same interlevel FM. So coming to next one, Gantt charts. Okay, so nowadays charts are being replaced by softwares, okay, MS projects. Okay, so recent times AI also came into picture. So we have network analysis concepts. Okay, now let us go into the network analysis concept. Network analysis. Completely this chapter discuss about projects only. Okay, so this discuss about projects. So generally under network analysis, projects will be classified into, so segregated, divided into, huge projects will be divided into small activities. Small activities, sir. Let's say, for example, let us take a construction of a building. Imagine this as a building. Okay. So 3-stair building, sir. First floor, second floor, third floor, like that. Okay, so now tell me what are the activities we have to perform to construct a building, sir? First, articles. Okay. So plan for the project. So design, yeah. Planning or designing. Okay, next one. Materials, raw materials needed. Directly you purchase. Oh, you want money, yes. Production. Okay, we need some land. Okay, we have to level the earth leveling. We call that as earth leveling. Okay, after that, okay, we have to dig the holes, sir. To build the pillars and everything, we have to dig the holes. Okay, 4 holes, 4 pillars. Okay, after constructing of pillars, okay, puja ceremony will be there, sir. Definitely, we call that Sankusthapana will be there. Yeah, after digging holes, okay, we have to build, construct some pillars. Okay, so after constructing pillars, we have to, okay, construct the first level slab. Then, okay, after constructing first level slab, then again after constructing ground level slab, okay, so at the same time, okay, after constructing ground level slab, so they can construct for second floor, they can construct the pillars at the meantime, at the same time they can construct the walls in ground floor, sir. Yeah, ground floor or first floor, whatever. Okay, like that simultaneous activities also will be there. Okay, like that we have to divide the so total project into small activities. So after dividing these activities, we have to sequence these activities, arrange these activities in sequence. Sir, why this sequence, sir? Okay, without basement or without foundation, we cannot, first of all, construct the slab, no? Okay, if you directly construct the slab at the beginning, okay, on the slab you have to construct pillars. So, like that will not happen, right? So, that's why you have to sequence the activities. Okay, after arranging these activities in the sequence, you have to draw a network diagram. Okay, in that network diagram, on each activity we have to represent time duration for each activity and resource consumption for each activity, sir. Okay, after writing on each activity, after representing this time durations and resource and everything, then we shall try to manage and control, sir. Then we have to manage and control the projects. To manage and control the projects under network analysis, we have here in network analysis we have, so basically 4 techniques. That is floats calculation, first one, floats calculation. Second one, program evaluation review technique. Okay, so CPM, that means crashing or critical path method. Okay, last concept, resource leveling. These are the 4 concepts we have in network analysis. Okay, so now before entering into the so concepts, basic concepts and everything, let us write overview of this chapter. Overview. So what all the concepts we are going to discuss in network analysis? Okay, so first of all, we will discuss some basics here. Basics means what, sir? Basics means the definition of activity. What is activity? What is activity and types of activities? Okay, next one, what is an event and types of events? Types of events. Next one, conventions while drawing network diagram. Where? Conventions while drawing network diagram. So then mistakes in errors or mistakes in network diagram drawing. Errors. Then we shall practice network diagram drawing, sir. Network diagram drawing. Network diagram drawing. After drawing network diagram, okay, so then we shall enter into the concepts like okay, here we will learn a concept called critical path. Critical path. Okay. After critical path, we enter into the basic first concept, floats calculation. Floats calculation. While calculating the floats, we have to do forward pass, forward pass, backward pass, backward pass, and then calculation of earliest start time, latest start time, earliest finish time, latest finish time, all these timings. Then we have to calculate the floats. Again, here we have three types of floats. That is total float, free float, independent float, sir. These all are the floats we are having in our syllabus. Okay. Then finally, we can enter into the concepts like program evaluation review technique. Okay. So next concept, critical path method or crashing. Then resource leveling, sir. Okay, so these all are the overall total concepts we have to learn. Okay, without learning these basics and everything, we cannot directly enter into this concept, sir. Okay, that's why let us discuss these concepts from the beginning. From the beginning, slowly let us discuss, sir. Okay, so first of all, here in this chapter, what I am saying, sir, in network analysis, we have to divide the project into small activities. Okay, so now let us discuss what is the activity. What is an activity? So first one, activity. Activity. Whatever the content I am writing here, so everything will be there in our concept book, sir. Okay, so that's why if you want to write, yes, you can write. Otherwise, okay, so at least some running notes try to write. Everything is there in our book, so concept book. See, activity. So first of all, activity means what, sir? It's a small part of a project. Okay, that is so like that we cannot say the definition of activity. So here we have a definition of activity, that is activity means something that consumes. Activity means we can call that as a task that consumes time and resources, sir. Something or task that consumes time and resources. Okay, something that consumes time and resources can be called as activity. Okay, so these activities will be represented with straight lines. So these will be named as, Okay, remember all the activities will be named as capital alphabets A, B, C, D, like this. Okay, so here we are representing an activity with a straight line, sir. For any activity there will be some starting point, there will be some ending point. This is a start point, this is a end point. Okay, now the start point and end points are called as events. Okay, so here what is an event? Event means a start point and end points of activities. Start point, start point and end points. End points of an activity is called an event of an activity. So these events will be represented with circles, sir. Circles. Okay, these events will be named as numerical numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Okay, so that means for every activity, let's say this is an activity A. This will be having a starting point called as event, ending point also called as event, start point and end point. This will be numbered as let's say 1, 2. Okay, so this activity now, so now here A means an activity, 1 is an event, 2 is an event, but 1, 2 is an activity. Okay, that means an activity A can be represented as A, or else 1, 2. 1 to 2 is called as an activity. Okay, but here 1 is an event, starting point, 2 is an event. Okay, so the starting event called as starting point, this first event, starting event, is also called as tail event. Tail event. This end event is called as head event. Head event. So most of the students will be confused. Okay, will confused in between this tail event and head event, sir. Let's say imagine a snake is moving from left to right. Head will be there. Okay, head event. Tail will be here. Tail event. Okay, tail event and head event. Okay, so now let us discuss types of activities and types of events, sir. Types of activities. Types of activities. Okay, here we have three types of activities. Okay, preceding activity, succeeding activity, simultaneous activities. Succeeding activity, preceding activity, simultaneous activities. Simultaneous. Okay, succeeding activity means, see here, let us take for example an activity A is there, sir. Okay, so after completing an activity A, from this end point we can start two activities. Let's say B and C. An activity A is there. Okay, this is starting point of activity A, this is ending point of activity A. After activity A ended here, we can start two activities B and C. This is the starting point for B as well as starting point for C. This is ending point of B, this is ending point of C. Okay, now from A point of view, for A, B, C are succeeding activities, sir. B, C are succeeding activities. Okay, so from B comma C point of view, A is preceding activity. Okay, for B and C for each other they are called as simultaneous activities. Simultaneous, that means these two activities can be performed at the same time. Okay, succeeding activity, preceding activity, simultaneous activities. Okay, now types of events, sir. types of events. Let's say, for example, types of events. Again, we have three types of events here: merge event, burst event, merge and burst, merge and burst event. Okay, so what does it mean by merge event, sir? Merge event means, okay, so let's say, let us take, for example, so network diagram is like this, sir. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, so A, B are two activities which are meeting at this point from which C can be started. Okay, so the event at which two activities are meeting is called as event at which two activities are meeting is called as merge event. Okay, so the event at which two activities are splitting, this is called as burst event, sir. Okay, the event at which two activities are splitting is called burst. The event at which two activities are meeting is merge. The event at which both are happening, that means the event at which two events are splitting and two events are meeting. Sorry, two activities are splitting, two activities are meeting. Okay, this event, two activities are meeting, two activities are splitting. So merge and burst happening at the same time. That means this is called as merge and burst event. Okay, this one merge event, this one burst event, this one merge and burst event. Okay, so then, so activity, types of activity, events, types of events. Let us write the conventions. So before starting conventions, let us try to understand the errors in network diagram drawing, sir. Errors in network diagram drawing. Errors, there are three types of errors generally. Three types of errors. First one is looping error. Second one is dangling error. Dangling error, or else it is also called as hanging error. Hanging error. And last one is okay, errors in preceding and succeeding activities. Errors in preceding and succeeding activities. See, so first one, looping error, sir. Looping error. Okay, so before entering into this concept errors, so first of all you need to remember one condition. So that condition is like, for every project there should be one start point only. For every project there should be one start point, one end point only. Okay, there should be one start point, there should be one end point only. Okay, so with that, let us start with this looping error. Let's say, for example, an activity is there, an activity A is there. After an activity A is ended, B can start. Okay, after an activity B ended, C can start. Okay, if this activity is C is connected to D starting point, then what will happen, sir? Okay, so A ends, after A ends, B starts, B ends, C starts, after B ends, okay, A ends here, then B starts and B ends here, after B ends, C can start, after C ends, here B can start. Okay, like this, in a loop, all these activities will be performed or repeated in this loop only. Okay, there will be no end point. Yes, we have start point for this project, this is the start point, but where is end point? There is no end point. So that's why while drawing network diagram, you should not form the loop, should not form loop, sir. That's it. Okay, so next one, dangling or hanging error. Dangling or hanging error means, let's say for example, an activity A is there. Okay, after an activity A ended, B can start as well as C also can start. B here, C here. Okay, so we have discussed a condition like one start point and one end point. Yes, we have start point. Okay, what is the start point? A is the, so this is the start point. Okay, after A ends, B and C can start, we are saying like that. Okay, B is ending here, C is ending here. Okay, that means for this project we are having two endpoints, one start point. Okay, fine, but here we have two endpoints. What we are saying, there should be one endpoint only. Okay, there should not be two endpoints. Okay, so this is called as an activity should not be left like hanging like this, sir, left hanging like this. Okay, so this is called, that's why this activity C is hanging here, that's why this is called as hanging error, or else dangling error. Okay, you should not leave an activity hanging like that. So that's why you have to resolve this error, dangling or hanging error, we can connect these activities with a dummy activity. That means, okay, so from the C to B we can draw a dummy line. Okay, this dummy line is called as now dummy activity, sir. Dummy activity. Dummy activity. Sir, dummy activity means what, sir? Dummy activity takes zero time and zero resources. It takes zero time, zero resources. That means, see, what does it mean here? Here we have C is ending here. Okay, immediately after C is ending, so dummy activity can be started. Dummy activity started here and ending here. Okay, immediately after C is ending, within no time, dummy is connecting here. That means at this event, B activity B is ending. Also dummy is ending. Dummy means zero time, zero resources. That means okay, this dummy line gives the meaning like C is also ending here. That means at this event B is ending, C is ending. Okay, this project will be completed, okay, only after B ends and C ends. If both the ends only, project will be ended. Okay, so whenever there is two multiple endpoints, we should not leave the project with multiple endpoints. We have to connect these dummies either to the next activity or else to end event. Okay, so you can ask me like, sir, why to draw a dummy line from C to B? Can we draw a dummy line from B to C like this? Yes. Okay, here we are not having any conditions, no. So that's why you can draw from B to C also for this particular example. But based on the question, this dummy line drawing and everything changes. Okay, so here dummy line means dummy activity means that takes zero time and zero resources. Okay, that will be represented with dotted lines, sir. Okay, that's it for dangling or hanging error. Next one of the most important adjustment. This adjustment will be asked in each and every question, sir. For most of the network diagram drawing questions, this adjustment will be there for sure. Errors in preceding and succeeding activities. Errors in preceding and succeeding activities. Okay, see, for this, let us try to understand this error with an example, sir. Okay, this is the example. For example, A is the first activity. For example, A is the first activity. B and C can start once A is completed. Okay, D can start once B and C is over. E can start once B is over. Okay, so here A is first activity, sir. A is first activity. Okay, after A ends, B and C can start. After D can start. After B and C both ends, D can start. And after B only B over E can start. This is the question. Okay. See, for this, let us draw the network diagram. First activity is A, no? So that's why draw an activity A. Okay. After A ends, B and C can start. Yes, take B here and C here like this. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, sir. Okay. So now we have to draw D and E. Let's say, for example, here we have after B ends, E can start. Okay, so after at the end point of B, draw activity E, sir. E. Okay, this is E. Take the directions also. Okay, so now we have to draw D, sir. As we have drawn E here, shall we draw D here? Let's say, for example, I have drawn D here. Okay. So just drawing D, it doesn't satisfy the condition given in the question, sir. Okay, what are the conditions? A is the first activity. Okay, satisfied. After A ends, B and C can start. Yes, satisfied. Okay, so after B and C can start. Yes, this condition also satisfied. But this condition is not getting satisfied. Look at this one, sir. Okay, D is having B and C as preceding activities. But here, D is having only C as preceding activities. That's why we need to give the meaning like D can start only after B and C ends. Okay, so that's why to give that meaning, to satisfy that condition, we have to draw a dummy like this, sir. Okay, from B to C, we have to draw dummy. That gives the meaning like this dummy. Okay, this dummy means zero time and zero resources. Okay, so immediately after B ends, dummy connects here. That means at this event, C is ending as well as dummy is ending. Dummy is ending means so B is ending here. Okay, at this point C is ending, B is ending. After B and C ends, D can start. Condition is satisfied, sir. After also, you should not consider dummy. So here only B is ending. We should not consider dummy. Why means dummy is in this direction. Okay. Okay. Now this event is also called as a merge event. Okay, this event is also called as a burst event. Okay, so now tell me, sir, can we take this direction? 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 Okay, then what will happen, sir? Okay, so then D is having only C as preceding activity, E is having both B and C as preceding activities. That meaning will be given by this one, sir. Okay, so in that situation, can I, okay, so change names D and E. Okay, if I change, what will happen, sir? E is having C as preceding activity. Condition is not getting satisfied, no. Okay, we should not, so take E and D like that, sir. Just take E here, D here. Okay, so first of all, in this kind of questions, okay, so the activity which is having only one preceding activity, that should be drawn first. Then the activity which is having two or more preceding activities, that should be drawn carefully. Okay, so do not take the direction of this dummy like that. Now tell me, sir, okay, is this diagram correct only? We have one more error here. What is that error? We have one start point, okay, fine, but we are having two end points. Okay, this is what error? Dangling or hanging error. That's why to avoid this error, take dummy from here to here. Okay, you can avoid this error or resolve this error in multiple ways, sir. You can draw a dummy from E to D, E to D like this, or else D to E also fine, or else okay, so we can take two dummies from E to one dummy, D to one dummy, connect these two dummies here, also fine, or else we can do one more way, sir. Okay, so before, so if we are planning at the beginning means, okay, you can draw E like this, D like this, okay, connect E and D here like this. Okay, then this is the end point. Okay, in multiple ways we can resolve this error. Okay, for example, I am taking this one here. Got it? Any doubts? Now let us enter into the conventions. Conventions means somewhat, it, those conventions are something like rules. Rules we should follow while, okay. The rules are, first one is like a project should have one start point, one end point. Okay, so next one, activities should be represented with straight line. Okay, so third one, event should be represented with circles only. Okay, you present an activity like this, you cannot represent event should like this. Okay, why, sir? Why all these rules? For uniqueness. Okay, next one, time flows from left to right, sir. Time flows from left to right. Okay, that's why we are drawing an activity like this. Okay, left to right arrow diagrams we are writing. That means okay, so an activity starts here, ends here, starting point at the left, ending point at the right. Time flows from left to right. So next one, okay, so head event number should be greater than tail event number, sir. Whenever you are writing, whenever you are giving an event numbers, you should give numbers like this only, 1 2. Why means okay, we are saying time flows from left to right. From left to right only you have to give the numbers, right to left you should not give. Head event number should be greater than tail event number. And okay, always try to avoid the crossing of lines. Avoid crossing of lines. Avoid crossing. Crossing of lines. Crossing of lines means activities like this. Okay. So if needed, If needed, we have to use what, sir? Gates. If needed, use gate. Maximum divide the lines. Okay. If needed, use gates. Like, okay, at crossing point, you have to, okay, do like this, some jump. Okay. So with this, we have completed some basics, sir. Okay, once again, activity means something, a task that consumes time and resources, represented with a straight line, named with capital A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so each activity will be having some start point and some end point, one start point, one end point. The start point and end points are called as events. Okay, start point as a tail event, end point as a head event. Okay, event means starting and end points are called as events. Okay, events are represented with circles. They are named as numerical numbers. Okay, so types of activities: preceding, succeeding, simultaneous. Okay, types of events: merge and burst. Okay, errors: looping error, you should not form the loop while drawing network diagram. And dangling or hanging error. Okay, you should not have two endpoints, only one start point, one end point only. If there is multiple endpoint, means you have to connect those endpoints with a dummy line. Okay, errors in preceding and succeeding activities. Okay, this is the most important example. So in every question you can see this kind of adjustments. So coming to conventions, okay, one start point, one end point for every project diagram. Activities are represented with straight line, events with circles. Time flows from left to right. So that's why head event number always should be greater than tail event number, and then avoid crossing of lines if needed. In any situation, if you have to cross the lines, means okay, use the gates. That's it. Okay, so with this basic introduction and everything, okay, keep in mind all those basics, we can, so let us draw some diagrams, sir. Let us pick some questions and try to draw network diagrams. Okay, read this question, illustration 3. Directly we are going to attack this illustration 3, sir. Page number 11.1. 11.1. So just look at the question and read that question, and try to draw network diagram roughly. Okay, it's fine if you are getting wrong diagram, also fine. Voice. 1 minute, sir. Hi. Hi, Prashant. Is it okay now? Hello, hi. Yeah. Sir, read this question, sir. Illustration 3. Read this question, illustration 3, and try to draw network diagram. Okay, it's fine. Even if you are getting wrong answer, also fine. Okay, so at least roughly try to draw network diagram. Try this network diagram. I will check. Tried this one. Yeah, got correct answer. Oh. Hi Ramakrishna and Prashant, Srinidhi. Okay, remaining all. So have you guys tried that question? Completed, huh? Okay, see, now I will explain this question, sir. How is the Josh? See, for any network diagram drawing question, so question will be asked in two ways, sir. First of all, okay, so let us discuss how the question will be asked. Okay, so in network diagram drawing, for network diagram drawing, question will be asked in two ways, sir. Okay, so first one is event based, sir. Event based activities. Event based activities, direct activities. Event based activities means here they will give some sequence. Something like question will be given like this: activities 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, okay, 3 to 5, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Something like this they will give, sir. Okay, in this situation we can directly draw the question, diagram as we know the sequence of activities. Okay, here there is number sequence is there. That's why first activity clearly we know 1 to 2 is an activity. Okay, 1 is event, 2 is event. 1 to 2 is activity. Okay, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 5, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. That's it. Okay, so but the problem is like when they are given with directly with activities, they will give something like activity and preceding or succeeding activities will be given. Preceding or succeeding activities will be given in the question, sir. Let's say activities like this: activity, preceding activity is no preceding activity. For B also no preceding activity. For C also no preceding activity. Okay, A2, so after A ends D can uh, for after A ends D can start, after B ends E can start, after C ends F can start. Okay, so for G, D, E, F for the preceding activities. Like this question can be asked, sir. Okay, so first of all you have to identify the, okay, so what the basic mistake most of the student will do is like they take activities like, okay, A circle, next after A D we have D, okay, D2 F, something like that. So writing alphabets and rounding them is a blunder, sir, basic blunder. Okay, so A means activity that you should represent with straight line, not with circles. Okay, that is basic blunders. We should not make that kind of blunders in examination. Then examiner will feel like this guy is doing some nonsense and everything. He will like, so your reputation will be damaged at examiner, sir. Okay, Now, so see, first of all we have to identify what all the, so what is the starting activity. Here for A there is no preceding activity, for B no preceding activity, C also no preceding activity. That means A, B, C can be started on spot simultaneously. So take an event and from that starting event split three activities like this: A, B, C. These three activities, A, B, C. From A, after A ends, D can start. Okay, D. After B ends, E can start. Fine, E. After C ends, E can, F can start. F. Okay, fine. Okay, finally we have activity G. So preceding activity for G is D, E, F. For that we have to use, we can use dummies, or else without using dummies also we can connect D, E, F like this. From here we can draw G, or else without connecting we can use dummies also. Okay, I can take G here to G, you can connect dummies like this and like this, or else from these three activities you can take dummies. Dummy from here, from here, from here. Okay, so here to here G. Okay, so in most of the situation you should try to avoid the dummies, or else if you need to dummies, okay fine, it's not wrong, use the dummies also, using dummies also correct only. Okay, whatever the way you can draw diagram, sir. Okay, now the question, now the present question is in which formats are activities are given. Okay, so first activity A, which is not having any preceding activity, that means starting activity is A only. Okay, take the activity A. Okay, now let me read this question. XYZ auto manufacturing company has to prepare design of its latest model of motorcycle. The various activities to be performed to prepare design are given in the following table. Prepare a network diagram. Okay, so activities description. This description not at all needed. Don't waste your time by reading the description. Okay, what needed here means activities and their preceding activities only. Okay, now, so what is the first activity? Okay, A is the first activity. Okay, so first of all, draw an activity, name that activity as A. Okay, then after A ends, B can start. After A ends, C can start. That means after an activity A ends, B and D, B and C, both the activities can be started. No? So take B here, C here, like this. Take activity B and activity C. Okay, so now let come to the question. Okay, A, B. So A, B, C drawn. Now after C ends, please. So here read this question from right to left, sir. These are activities. These are preceding activities. Okay, look the question from preceding to these are succeeding. If this is preceding means these are succeeding. No, that's why read this question from right to left, preceding to succeeding. Okay, so after C ends, D can start. After B, C ends, E can start. Okay, as we have D, for D there is one preceding activity. No, so that's why after C ends, write the D. So draw the D. Okay, this is D, sir. Activity D. Now activity E should have B and C as preceding activities. That means draw E here, E here. Okay, so to give the meaning of E is having two preceding activities. From C to B, draw the dummy line. Okay, then okay, so F is having D and E as preceding. Okay, G is having E only as preceding. After E only ends, G can start. That means as G is having one and only one E as preceding activity, draw G first, sir. Okay, so from E, draw the G, activity G. So next we have to draw F, which is having D and E as preceding activities. Okay, D and E. Here draw F. Okay, F also drawn. Okay, to give the meaning like F is having E and D as preceding activities, draw the dummy from E to D. Okay. From After G, H can start. After F, I can start. Okay, after D, G, H can start. H. After F, I can be started. Okay, I ends here. Next, after I and H ends J. Okay, here we can draw J here like this, and we can connect using dummy, sir. Or else you can draw J here, connect dummy from H to I. Or else, okay, in number of ways we can draw this one, sir. Dummies from here to here, from here J. After J ends, finally K, activity K. That's it. Or else, okay, we can directly connect this H and I here, draw J here. Any doubts? Okay. Now let us go and solve the MTP question, sir. MTP. Recent where is that MTP? Seven A. Okay. See guys, this is June 2025 attempt MQP MQP set 1, first set. Okay, set 2 not yet released, I think. Okay, will be released soon. Okay, after set 2 released, we will check that MTP also, MQP also. Okay, here, so activities are represented with alphabet names only. Okay, so number sequence not given in this question. Read this question and try to draw the diagram, sir. Guys, please try this question. The question is on screen. 7A. Question number 7A. This is from June 2025 attempt MQP set 1. Okay, so go through that question and try to draw network diagram. Okay, it's okay if you are getting wrong diagram also fine. Okay, so what is the point is like your efforts. You have to practice. Okay, once you practice means even if you are getting wrong mistakes also, okay, next time you will correct, no. So that's why try this diagram, sir. Okay, try this diagram and take a photo of that. Okay, put it in our Fastrack group, sir. Face-to-face students, show me the diagram, and those who are watching online, okay, draw the diagram and send it in our Fastrack group. Okay. Two diagrams. ఏది నచ్చితే అది తీసుకోవాలా? ఓకే ఓకే. Guys, are you there? So Prashant, Ramkrishna, Srinidhi, Kasim, Kasi. I'm checking our WhatsApp group, guys. Try that diagram and send it in our WhatsApp group, guys. I will check. Basic question only. What, sir? What, Amma? But who basics only, no? Yeah. Okay, sometimes MTP questions will also be given in the question paper. Yes. Prashant, nice. Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna, you have taken from B to C. Okay, again, in between two lines, you have written B, C, D. B, C, D are activities, not events. That is wrong. And you have taken one line from B, from C, you have taken one line. That should be okay. So that should be dummy lines. If you take that lines as dummy, it would be correct. So you have directly drawn straight line, no? So that is wrong. Okay, dummies, you should draw like this, dotted lines only. Okay, if you draw a dummy line as straight line, it will be a blunder. Okay, nice, Lakshmi. Okay, in between the lines, okay, you have to write event only. Okay, you should not write a back activity B in between the lines like this. Okay, this becomes an event. Event will be named as 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, numbers only, no? Okay. Okay, so first of all, remember given A, B, C, D, F, G are what, sir? Activities. Those are not events. Okay, so first of all, for activity A, there is no preceding activity. That means A is the starting activity. Okay, so take an activity A like this. This straight line represents activity A, sir. On this line, draw A. Okay, from A, if you observe here, from A, B can start, A, C can start, A, D can start. That is the meaning, no? Okay, B and C and D, all these three are having A as the preceding activity. That means from at the end point of A, we can start three activities A, B, C. Sorry, B, C, D. Yeah. B, C, D. One is B, one is C, one is D. Okay, you should not name this B in between these lines. Like that, you should not write, sir. This is event. Okay, see next one. Here they have given. So from C and B, B and C, we can start activity E. Okay, and also from C and D, we can start F. That means from C, we can take two dummies, C to B, C to D. Okay, so from here, take from B and C, what is the activity? That is E, right? Okay. Okay, so arrow direction should be there, Padmavati. At least for dummies, at least dummies. For dummy, we should, so from where to where we are connecting dummy, that is well needed here. Okay, so from this point D, we can start an activity. What is that? F. Okay, we can take these two activities from here and here. When you connect dummies like this, or else, okay, you guys have drawn dummy from B to C. Here you have taken E, right? Okay, from C to D. Here you have connected F, also correct only. Okay, so after E and F, D, G can start. That means from these two activities we can connect dummies, and from here we can draw G, or else we can do like from E to G, E to F, or F to E, we can draw a dummy and connect here G, or else if you are having previous plans, okay, that from the beginning if you are planning means we can draw G here, E here, F here like this. This is G, sir. Okay, so now let us represent the time durations of each activity. Activity A is having 10 days duration, B is having 5, C is for C duration 4, for D 7 days, for E time duration is 6, for F time duration is 4, for G time duration is 7. Okay, see now okay, what they're asking the question, sir? They're asking critical path here. Critical path here. Okay, so what is critical path means? Okay, before writing critical path, we have to identify all the paths, sir. So path means okay, from the starting point of the project to the end point, how many ways we can reach from start point to end point, that is called path, sir. Okay, so the path is like this is our starting point, this is our ending point. From here, so we can reach end point A, B, E, G, A, B, E, G. This is one path, sir. Paths. Paths I am writing. Path means way. In how many ways E should end F. I didn't get you, Padmavati. So can you please elaborate that? Okay, first path. Okay, second path. A, C, E, G. A, C, E, G. Okay, next path. A, C, F, G. A, C, F, G. Okay, now A, D, F, G. D, F, G. Okay. See, now calculate the total duration of each path, sir. Okay, here for activity A, duration is 10. For B, that is 5. For E, that is 6. For G, that is 7. Okay, in total, how much, sir? 28. So coming to A, 10 plus C, 4 plus E, 6 plus G, 7, 27. Okay, here 10, 4 plus F is 4 plus 7, that is 25 only. Okay, so next one A, 10, D, 7 plus F, 4 plus 7, how much? 28. Any other path, sir? Okay, now see, in this particular diagram we are having two critical paths, that is okay, so what does it mean by critical path? So critical path meaning in detail we will discuss in while discussing total floats and everything. E activity should end E event E event E activity should end F activity. Why you should end F? Okay, see here. Okay, after ending E and F, we can start G, no? Okay, so after ending B and C, we can start E. After ending C and D, we have F. Okay. See, we have identified four paths, sir. Okay, so for critical path, in detail definition and in detail discussion will be there while discussing total float concept and everything. Okay, for the time being, critical path means the path which is having highest duration is called critical path. Okay, so now critical path means critical path. Critical path can be calculated in two ways, sir. Okay, one is okay, floats way. Okay, will be discussed later, but right now to calculate critical path, so first one, write all the paths, write all the paths. Okay, calculate the duration of each path, all paths duration, calculate duration of all paths. Okay, so after calculating all the paths duration, okay, the path which is having highest duration, highest duration, highest duration path is called as critical path. Critical path. Critical path. Okay, so critical path means the path which is having highest duration is called as critical path, sir. Okay, so here we have two critical paths, that is okay, so ABEG is critical path, ADFG also critical path. Okay, so now critical path duration, duration of critical path duration is nothing but project duration, sir. Critical path duration is only the project duration. Now what is the project duration means, this particular project, okay, in above question, project will be completed in 28 days. Okay, so whenever in a particular question, if they're asking us to calculate the project duration, directly we can calculate the critical path, and critical path duration is the project duration. Enough for today. You guys are exhausted. How is the Josh? That's it, sir. That's it for today. Okay, so those guys who are not having confidence in network diagram drawing, so guys, please practice all other questions also. Practice, so remaining questions, for all the questions we are having some network diagrams, no? Okay, so for those questions, in additional questions, we have some questions here. Okay, for this question, try to draw network diagram. Okay, then you will get some clarity. Okay, if you are getting doubts means, please let me know, then I will explain. Okay, don't hesitate, try to practice at least. Okay, don't solve all the questions, try to draw network diagrams. Okay, in tomorrow's class, we will enter into the forward pass and backward pass and total float calculations. So for that, okay, so illustration 1, we will discuss illustration 1 in tomorrow's class. Okay, until then, keep smiling. Bye bye. Stay tuned to Bcca YouTube channel. Okay, tomorrow's class timings and everything will be updated in our WhatsApp group. Thank you.